Hi, all. Thanks for checking out my virtual debate. I'm here to explain why I believe the US doesn't need a southern border wall as part of its foreign policy. To start off, one of the most obvious reasons would be that building a wall could seriously damage the relationship between the US and Mexico. It'd be seen as a symbol of division, and that's going to undermine the trust and cooperation that both countries have worked to build. Things like trade, security, and migration are all areas where collaboration is going to be crucial for both sides. So, using a blunt instrument like a wall doesn't create conversation or collaboration. Political scientist Wendy Brown pointed out that border walls aren't just about security, and they're actually more about stoking on people's fears. Politicians tend to portray walls as a solution to safety concerns, but in reality, they just use nationalism and fear of the quote unquote other to rally support. So, in short, the wall isn't really a security measure. It's a political move that doesn't tackle the deeper causes of migration, like violence, poverty, and even climate change. It's going to offer a sense of false security that's only going to fuel tension and alienate neighboring countries and their people. Wendy Brown also warns that walls can strengthen ethno nationalism. And that's dangerous. That'd be a trend where societies become more focused on exclusion rather than inclusion. Rather than making us safer or stronger, walls tend to create more division and fear driven nationalism, which can heighten international tensions. In addition, the Pew Research Center surveyed 37 countries on Trump's policies, and the majority of countries selected the border wall as the least popular of Trump's policies that they tested. 18 of those 37 countries picked that one. The policy is obviously most unpopular in Latin America, where about 3/4 of the 7 countries surveyed disapproved of the policy. The highest being Mexico with a 94% disapproval rate, and followed by Colombia with a 90% disapproval rate. Finally, research shows that walls and barriers aren't the most effective way to stop migration or crime. In fact, they can make things more dangerous for migrants who are going to try to cross anyway. Migrants are going to find ways to bypass walls, so it's going to make them less useful deterrents. Wendy Brown argues that the belief that walls will stop migration and make the US safer is a misconception. It's actually just going to force migrants to take riskier routes, making them more vulnerable and creating opportunities for criminal organizations to exploit those dangers. Could make the situation worse by pushing migrants into dangerous conditions like climbing the wall, trying to go underground, or being part of drug cartels to get across the border. If we really wanted to tighten up the border, things like new technology like surveillance systems, drones, smarter border enforcement strategies, those would be better policies. In conclusion, the idea that a border wall will make us safer or stronger is going to be misguided. It's a politically charged tool that does not address the root causes of migration and only deepens divisions and fear. A border wall doesn't align with the US's broader foreign policy goals, such as diplomacy, regional cooperation, tackling the causes of migration, or even protecting human rights. It prioritizes quick, short term fixes instead of focusing on long term strategies for peace and stability. Thank you.